Attention, mom is filming. Look at me struggling to open this package. I have bought a cheap watch and I'm joking that maybe there's just a rock inside. But once I finally get to it, I am pleasantly surprised. Stay with me and let's see what watch I have bought. I have bought this Casio watch for 10 euros, shipping included. It is a magnificent watch. At first impression, it may seem a little too big for today's trends, but that is debatable. First, I will clean the watch, then I will replace the battery and check if it is working or not. In the final stage, I will adjust the bracelet and then talk a little about this watch, how it looks and how it works. To clean this watch, I will try to remove the bracelet first, but unfortunately I could not do it, and I will not insist too much since it is already pretty clean. First, I will use some contact cleaner to spray the bracelet. You can already see the dirt coming out from between the links. Then I will mechanically clean the watch case from impurities. I will also focus on the clasp mechanism. For this, I will use a small piece of wood. A toothpick can also do the work. For the next cleaning process, I will use some dish soap, rinsing the watch with some water. Attention, do not try to pull out the crown while cleaning it with water. In this way, the water could enter into the mechanism. After this cleaning process, I will let the watch dry. And afterwards, I will use some antibacterial solution. In this way, I will make the watch safe to be used. I will not reassemble the bracelet yet, in order to make the battery replacement process easier. This watch has a screw-down back case, therefore I will use this dedicated tool to loosen the back cover. Then with this rubber ball, I will fully unscrew it. We can see that this watch uses an SR626SW battery. The battery is made by Sony. I do not know if it is original or not, but judging by the scratches from the back case, I would say that it has been replaced at least once. To remove the battery, I will loosen, but not completely, this screw in order to release the plate which holds the battery in its place. Then I will remove the old battery and install a new one, after which I will tighten again this screw. It seems that the watch is not working. Most likely the movement got stopped due to long-term inactivity. First, I will try using a magnet to give some impulse to the mechanism, but unfortunately that doesn't work either. Next, I will try to move the battery slightly. Maybe the contacts are a bit corroded. And now we can see that the watch is working. I am happy. 10 euros for such a well-maintained watch. We can also see that the movement is a Miyota. 2315 is the model name. I do not know much about this movement, but I've seen this shape in many Casio models before. I say that it is pretty common. Now I will close the back cover using this rubber ball, and then afterwards I will secure it, gently tightening it with this special tool. I will not show you these closing steps in front of the camera because you would need some bit of space and precision to do this. Since I have a small wrist, I will have to remove two links from each side of the bracelet. For this, I will use a small punch tool. I will have to push this pin in the direction shown by the arrow. The pin will come out and the link can be removed. To assemble again the bracelet, I would have to do the same process but in the reverse direction. Afterwards, to secure the link, I will have to press the pin back in by punching it to something solid. I will repeat the process for the second side of the bracelet. Attach the clasp and then test the watch. It seems that I have correctly adjusted the bracelet. However, this watch can also be adjusted more precisely using these 4 micro adjustment holes. Personally, I think that this watch is a little too large, but not that much. The case diameter is 41 millimeters with the crown not included, a size that's actually quite suitable for most wrists, even smaller ones. The lug-to-lug distance is 48 millimeters, while the thickness of the watch is 10 millimeters. The bracelet width at the lug area is 21 millimeter. These dimensions are typically for a diver watch. The design clearly suggests this inspiration. We can notice the black bezel, but do not be fooled. It is a fixed bezel, and we do not see the minutes marked on it. We only see the hours marked on it, the 24 hours. Another feature that gives the diver style inspiration is the large markers and hands. The dial corals are dark with a slight carbon-like pattern. This helps readability in darker conditions. The hands are also having some lume, but it is not that much, a pretty decent quality. The information from the dial is pretty minimalist. It only shows the Casio logo, the water resistance of 50 meters, and the fact that it is made in Japan. The upper part of the case has a brushed finish, making it more resistant to scratches. The same cannot be said about the polished sides, where the scratches are more noticeable. The crystal is mineral glass, the cheapest type, but still glass, and surprisingly it is free of scratches. We cannot see big scratches on it. The bracelet is made of stainless steel with a brushed surface. This helps keep the scratches away. We do not see any scratches. The clasp, it is more scratched, which makes me think that the previous owner was working in an office. I wore this watch for around 1 or 2 days, but it did not pinch the hair from the wrist compared to the A168. And also because of the fact that I have easily adjusted the bracelet gets me to the conclusion that it is pretty qualitative. On the back case we see the usual information, the Casio logo, the model name MTP-1290 and the module number 5058. We can also see that it is made of stainless steel and the water resistance rating 5 bars. When I put the watch on the wrist, at first it may seem a little too large, but I assure you, you will get used to it very quickly. It's definitely larger than an A158. The bracelet is fairly wide, but I do not want to give the impression that this watch is big. No, it is a normal sized watch, especially ideal for larger wrists. But it still works for smaller wrists also. However, it feels a little heavy and it might hit your hand if worn too loosen. This watch was released around 2015, although I could not find any conclusive information on the internet about this watch. Its original price was around 70 euros. Considering its build quality, I would place it among the best watches from the MTP series. I would even dare to say that it compares with the lower end models from the Edifice line. I believe that if you like this design and you can find it second-hand at a fair price, it's definitely worth buying it. Until next time, I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.